Hello to all dear gamers. A new game called Age of Empires Mobile has been placed in the pre-register state on Google Play. First of all, let's read the text that the game developers have placed on Google Play together, and then we have prepared a review for you. Finally, we will read the users' opinions together and see the game's rating. Age of Empires Mobile, about this game on Google Play. Embark on an exhilarating adventure in the brand new Age of Empires world and forge unbreakable bonds with friends anytime and anywhere. Dive into an epic war strategy experience with rich real-time controls, stunning visuals, and historical heroes on grand battlefields. Seize the reins of your empire, rally allies from every corner of the globe, and reclaim your once radiant glory. Join us on a conquest like no other. Features: experience a new Age of Empires. Familiar elements from the classic Age of Empires games merge with brand new and mobile-specific gameplay. Engage in strategic resource management, develop unique technologies, and train diverse armies to build and defend your kingdom from scratch. Conquer a realistic world. Discover and conquer a vast and lifelike world where you can witness mist rising over expansive seas, the rays of sunlight illuminating snowy mountain ridges, and oases emerging in the desert. This vividly realistic world is also rich in resources for you to develop your nation and fuel your ever-growing armies. But beware, hidden dangers lurk in unexpected places. Enemies could be waiting in ambush in the woods nearby. Dominate immersive battlefields. Experience glorious medieval cities turned battlegrounds. Strategize with precision, targeting archer towers, breaching gates, and capturing central edifices. Engage in grand alliance battles with thousands of global players in real-time combat amid dynamic, interactive cities for an authentic medieval battlefield experience on your mobile devices. Control troops in real time. Command up to 5 troops, freely maneuvering them across vast maps and intense battlegrounds. You can also control siege engines, aiding your alliance to gain the upper hand in fierce combat. Mastery of controls is crucial here. Deploy legendary heroes. Choose from over 40 epic heroes spanning various civilizations. Familiar faces like Joan of Arc, Leonidas, and Julius Caesar are joined by intriguing new allies such as the Queen of Sheba, Khalid ibn al-Walid, and Rani Durgavdi. Combine the unique attributes of different heroes to create your own powerful and unique force. Raise mighty civilizations. Choose from civilizations like the magnificent Chinese, the grandiose Romans, the elegant and solemn Franks, or the glittering Byzantium, with even more civilizations set to debut. Experience the medieval era with high-definition graphics and richly detailed environments. I tested the Age of Empires mobile beta, and it's a worthless adaptation. Traditionally, PC exclusives, like real-time strategy games, have found a new home on Android. From ports of classic titles like Total War, Medieval 2, and Company of Heroes to original games like Rusted Warfare and Iron Marines. Invasion, RTS fans have plenty of brilliant games to choose from. In October 2022, Microsoft announced that Age of Empires would join this lineup with a brand new mobile adaptation of the classic RTS. Unfortunately, the revealed product is one of the worst mobile adaptations of a franchise we've ever seen, designed to empty your wallet and nothing else. Yes, it's even worse than that bizarre spin-off, Age of Empires, Castle Siege, from 2017. RTS in name only. Real-time strategy games employ paid timers, right? We loaded up the pre-release version of Age of Empires Mobile from our friends at APK Mirror and played it to see exactly what you can expect from the final product. But the awful microtransactions, MMO-style abilities, non-existent strategy, broken voice acting, hilariously terrible combat, and cringe-inducing narrative show that it's an Age of Empires game in name only. Whereas previous Age of Empires games represent historical periods with varying degrees of accuracy, Age of Empires Mobile offers a fictional narrative that throws any attempt at historical authenticity out of the castle window and into the moat. An opening cinematic of what you might immediately recognize as the barbarians sacking Rome is thrown into confusion when references to the Great Emperor, Holy Sword, and Imperial City are bandied around. This weird sense of historical dislocation is further emphasized when the Princess Josephine, no, not the current Princess Josephine of Denmark, escapes from the ruins of the definitely not Roman Empire with a band of soldiers dressed in medieval plate armor. Once you've realized that the narrative of Age of Empires Mobile is as fictional as the world of Game of Thrones, you're given a chance to enjoy some of the most nauseating gameplay I've experienced in an RTS. Rather than commanding a host of individual units like in previous Age of Empires games, this game lumps them into a single blob behind a commander. You'll traverse linear maps, collecting power-ups and abilities from monuments and treasure chests scattered around. These range from dull as dishwater, plus 20% health, boosts to bizarre abilities where your soldiers transform into a trebuchet or equip spears and spin around like a hedgehog strapped to a Beyblade. It's insultingly simple, and things only get worse when combat enters the picture. Combat? What combat? Who needs gameplay when you watch auto battles? Combat in Age of Empires Mobile involves two groups standing stock still, flailing their weapons in the air until their opponent's health bar drops to 0. It's insultingly terrible. If you're looking for strategy, look elsewhere. This is a game of bringing more numbers than your opponent and nothing else. I experienced all this terrible gameplay in the tutorial, but I still held out hope that the core gameplay would let me relive classic Age of Empires battles that I still enjoy to this day. Instead, I discovered the reason behind the awful voice acting and mindless combat. Age of Empires Mobile is nothing but another in a long line of online multiplayer games where you engage in an endless rat race of leveling up your base to have bigger numbers than your neighbor. Sandbox base building, like in previous Age of Empires games, is nowhere to be found here. Instead, you can enjoy the thrilling gameplay of tapping level up and waiting hours to see the result. You know, the gameplay pioneered by games with titles like Clash of Kings, or Epic Age, or Game of Nations. As expected, Age of Empires Mobile is pure trash. And don't expect this to change before the official release. Age of Empires Mobile is the worst kind of mobile game. I haven't even touched on the microtransactions, multiple voice actors for one person, missing sound effects, and appalling graphics, but I don't need to. This is a shocking adaptation of a well-loved franchise that should be forgotten immediately. We hope Microsoft doesn't release this game globally in such a terrible state. Share your thoughts with us.